Well, hello there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be your full moon Friday the 13th reading. I'm throwing cards all over the place. We already have jumpers. So I did already shuffle. So what jumps is meant to be. So if you're new here, my name is Melissa, and I do tarot readings based on the new moon and the full moon, looking at the energies around the new moon and the full moon, the beginning of the cycle and the peak of the cycle. Sometimes I do it this way. Sometimes I do pick a card. Just kind of depends on what spirit tells me to do or not tells me to do. Because that sounds like they're bossy, but they're not. They're very accommodating. So yes, that's what I do. And every Monday I do another video on a metaphysical topic. Right now we're doing a series of crystals by zodiac sign. So if you're interested in that, there is a link to the playlist in the description box below. There are all kinds of cards coming out for you, Scorpio. I'm telling you, like, I had trouble getting cards to pop out for me in the other readings, but anyways, so yeah, I do Metaphysical Monday. So let's get to the reading. This is a general reading, so I sometimes pick up messages for multiple people, so not everything in here will resonate for you. If it resonates, it's for you. If not, it's for somebody else, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind for them. All right, and if none of it happens to resonate, try checking your moon, rising, and Venus signs, or there's plenty of other tarot readers on YouTube. There's so many of us, and we're all pretty awesome, so. All right, let's see what these Scorpio, what these cards were that jumped out already. All right, Wands. I'm seeing a lot of Wands for all the readings lately. 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. Okay, so when I get the 2 and 3 right next to each other, okay? And for me, as a reader, the Wands are action cards. And these are the 2 where they're taking no action, okay? So I feel like it's either, and I feel like it might be by choice. There might be, you've chosen to kind of take a break. He does have, a globe. So we have we do have a circle. So kind of like a cycle here. But I feel like it's kind of, he's looking at his kingdom. You can tell he's like in his castle looking at his kingdom, kind of maybe making plans, Pinky in the brain. What do you want to do tonight, Pinky? I don't know. Try to take over the world. That kind of thing. That's the vibe I'm getting from this, like planning his attack, not attack. That's the wrong word. How, planning on how he's going to make the world a better place. We'll say it that way. That way it's, it's not an attack, but what can we do today to make the world a better place? He's contemplating, right? It's kind of what can I do? What can I do? And then we have the 3, which is, again, planning again. I feel like it's growth. He's started to put the plan into action, but not physically. Okay. So and having the 2 and 3, 2 successive, is that the right word? They're in sequential. We'll go with that because I know that one's right. The other one might be too. Sequential numbers mean that there is a progression. There's a natural progression that's going on here for you. Okay, so what I'm feeling, I'll get to the third card in a second. What I'm feeling is that there are steps that you're taking or that you need to take. I feel like they are steps that you need to take, not that you have already taken. So there are some steps coming for you. They will make themselves apparent, what steps you need to take. But there is an order to things. There is an order that you're supposed to be going in. And I feel like being done with something will get you there. Okay. Clearly, she's not dead, right? Okay. Hello. Focus, please. Focus better. Focus better. There we go. Clearly, she's not dead. Right? Her knees are a little scraped up, it looks like. She's got all these swords in her back. I mean, that one's just kind of like barely touching her. I mean, perhaps you just need some acupuncture. She looks like she might even be okay with this, right? But it's a done. It's a done. The 10 is a completion. You're done with heartache. You're done with pain. The swords are always about, like pain. But they're also, it's air energy. It's your thoughts. It's your intellect. It's knowledge that you're done with something. Knowledge that there is a cycle completing. Perhaps that's why you're starting this new sequence of events here. This way, that way. Oh, for Pete's sake. That's why you're That's why you're kind of starting this new cycle. 2 and 3, it's at the beginning, right? We start with 1. We're at 2 and 3. You've started something over, and I feel like it's because you're done with something else. You have the knowledge that it's time to move on from something. There's a completeness there. You're done with something. It's time to move on to something new. Very similar reading to Libra. You might want to check that out. What else do we have for Scorpio? Scorpio, full moon, Friday the 13th, please. Nope, not yet. Scorpio, Friday the 13th. Oh, goodness. Then we have the 8 of Swords. Okay, so there's something that you're not wanting to look at. Some kind of drama. Okay, so we have Wands, Swords, Swords. Yeah. It's. I feel like there's 2 things going on here for you. We have some growth, but we also have something that's not good for you going on here. Maybe that's because I did say that I feel like this sequence of events was upcoming. I don't feel like this is something that you've already started. I feel like you need to take the blindfold off, take a look at your reality, in order to remove the swords from your back and move on with your life. There's something that you're kind of refusing to see here. You're feeling bound. You're feeling bound by something. There's a quality of you feel stuck, but not just stuck. You feel like somebody else has put you in this position. You feel stuck in this position. All you really got to do is take the blindfold off. Once you take the blindfold off, you can see more clearly what's really going on, and that it's time for this to come to an end. Okay, you have this knowledge, but you're kind of refusing to take a look at what's really going on. You need to go a little bit deeper. I'm feeling like go a little bit deeper, take the blindfold off, and take a look at your surroundings, and then because I feel like you already know. There is a knowledge here that something is coming to an end for you, and you're kind of like, just like, I don't want to know, I don't want to see, I don't want to feel, I just don't want to be right now. I don't want to deal with this ending. But I feel like this ending is leading you to a new path of how you can make your life, your world. This may not be the whole world. This may just be your world. What can I do to make my world better? Taking those steps of action, following my guidance, listening to my gut, and moving forward with my life. But you're not wanting to deal with it, and I feel like it's time to take the blindfold off. Take a look around. You know, but you don't want to deal with it. But like, sometimes that's what we got to do. We've got to take action. You can't just sit there with a blindfold on your whole life. It's time to take action and move forward with your life. It's time to start making a plan. Okay. Can we get some advice for Scorpio? I feel like that was pretty much advice. What else do we have for Scorpio for the full moon Friday the 13th? Full moon Friday the 13th for Scorpio, please. Shake it up. Shake it up. This is the Tower. Something unexpected is coming in to shake shit up. It's time. It's time. I mean, maybe even just taking off the blindfold is what's going to tip the tower. Okay, it's acknowledging that a change is coming. It's time to make that acknowledgement, and move forward. In order to move forward, I should say. I had to adjust my leg. My foot's falling asleep. But yeah, it's time to shake it up. Change is coming. Big change is coming. I mean, I wish you could see it the way I could see it. Okay. Big change is coming. We have look at this. It's bright and light, and there's land in the back, and we have growth. We have growth and expansion here, and we have heartache and sorrow and just feeling defeated. Okay, but we need to get out of this. We need to get out of this. I said earlier in the reading that I don't feel like this has happened yet. This is coming. This is I feel like maybe what's going on with you right now. But it's time for that change. It's time for that change. It's time for you to break down those barriers and those walls. Take your blindfold off so you can see what the hell you're doing. And it's time to make that change. There's a change coming for you, and it's going to be sudden. I feel like it's once it, like, you're going to take this blindfold off, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I did not realize that this is what was going on in my life. Look at all these beautiful things around me. Look at all these beautiful things around me. How can I make my life better? How can I be grateful for these things? How can I show my gratitude to the universe for these beautiful things that are in my life? I can't believe I had this blindfold on for so long. And it's just going to be like somebody turned on the lights, right? And you're going to be like, damn, that was what I needed to see. That was what I needed to feel. We just need to break down those walls and take off that blindfold so you can see what's going on in your life. But this is a big shakeup and a sudden change in your life. Okay. Do we have anything else for Scorpio? Scorpio, full moon energy. Any final words for Scorpio? Oh, that's a lot of words. That is not going to happen. That was just bad shuffle. That was not a spiritual message. Any final words for Scorpio for this full moon Friday the 13th? Wheel of Fortune. Okay, it's time for that cycle that we were talking about here. It's a completion of a cycle. You're done with something. It's coming to an end, right? The Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. Once this tower is removed from, this obstacle of a tower is removed from your field of energy, then we have this tower, this Wheel of Fortune is going to be coming in your favor. There's a big shift coming, and it's just like, bam, here you go. This is what you've been asking for. You finally took the action and made things better for yourself, and we're going to reward you. Okay, so that's what I have for Scorpio. Very powerful reading. It took a minute to get to that powerful part, I feel like, but we got there. And I feel like this big shift for you is going to be amazing, and you're gonna wish you had done it sooner. You are going to wish that you'd taken off that blindfold a long time ago. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video, and as always, have a blessed day.